Charleston White, from out of his words, comes from pimping. And what does pimps do? Pimps know how to look at a person and flesh out their weaknesses. They know how to talk and they know how to manipulate these weaknesses. That's their game. That's the game, right? You know, so they don't give a fuck what they're saying to the person. They don't give a fuck what they're doing to the person, as long as they can control the person to do whatever they want to do to fill up their pockets. Now, Charleston White, I'm gonna just play this video, bro, because it's just clear as day that this man don't give a fuck about the people, and I can see if he really stood on what he said. But this right here shows that this man does not believe what he says. He just wants to say whatever that's going to get the views.
Man, y'all keep spending y'all money at the Chinese stores. Now, I just want to remind y'all, nigga, we got some Chinese people that's been in our hood for a long motherfucking time. Nigga, we've been fucking with the Chinese since the 80s, nigga. Now, I know some Chinese stores in the hood, nigga. They give niggas credit. Them folks been going in there getting credit from them people. They come back and they been paying. I know some Chinese stores that when you go to them in Stop 6, nigga, everybody done died in Stop 6. Them people got the obituaries on the wall. Now, just because some more niggas having some problem with the Chinese people, they know that ain't our problem. We ain't gonna join in and just start boycotting Chinese stores. When nigga, these Chinese people around here ain't done nothing to a motherfucking thing to us. They ain't mistreating us. Now, they don't let our kids in our store because our kids don't come in there stealing, being disrespectful. Most Chinese people don't even talk when you go in their store. But we going up being disrespectful. Man, you very seldom find a Chinese person. We talk to them any kind of way. Man, them people been real kind to us. And they don't owe us nothing. Chinese people don't owe us nothing. Have you been kind to your cousins? See, y'all want the Chinese people to be kind to black people, but you ain't kind to black people. You ain't kind to your cousins. Have y'all ever been inside a Stormy Mondays? Have y'all been inside any black businesses? Do y'all?
Now look, if you haven't watched any of his interviews, you will know that is complete opposite from what he's preaching right now. So Charleston White, please explain to me. Which one is it, Charleston White? Which one is it? How can you go from, because in this video right here, you said that Chinese people don't bother nobody. You know, we mind our business. We ain't never do nothing to nobody. Well, we give credit. We give all this good stuff. What happened? What happened, Charleston White? How did that change? Let me tell you how it changed. Hold on. Before I tell you that, let's watch this video. Let's watch this video, how he completely changes his narrative. Boom.
Fuck the Chinese nigga. We supposed to be robbing them motherfuckers. We supposed to be doing to them Chinese just what the white boy is doing to them right now. We ain't supposed to be friends with the Chinese. You see how they treat us when we come into the Chinese establishments.
Charleston White, you old motherfucking one-eye manipulating motherfucker. See, we honor you, Charleston White. We honor you. We are on you, and I hope that this video opens a lot of other eyes, because I ain't gonna lie, you could talk a good one, but you just all talk. You don't really stand on the shit you say, Charleston White. I don't believe anything that come out your mouth, Charleston White. I don't believe none of it, and none of y'all should. None of y'all should, because case in point, look at this. How does he change from one to the other? How does he flip-flop from one to the other? What happened within a couple months that made you change your whole narrative? What happened? And let me tell you what happened. That shit wasn't getting you views. You talking peace, that wasn't getting you views. You know what I'm saying? You degrading your own people. You called out your own people. And now all of a sudden, it's the whole opposite. So let me tell you this. This motherfucker, Charleston White, don't give a a fuck about nothing but his pockets. So he's gonna say anything to get y'all to watch. So if he's gonna spew hate and y'all watching, he's gonna keep on giving that to y'all. So I want y'all to understand fully before you take in his rhetoric or anybody else's. Please, open your minds and think. It's important, because if not, you're going to let a one-eyed motherfucker fool pimp you into the fire.
All right. That was China Mac. And unfortunately, you have people that in this YouTube spaces that, you know, will sell out. I've known people who've done it. They're first talking, you know, consciousness, talking things that actually mattered with the black community. They actually matter with, you know, for a community period. But then they sold out to the left. Okay. They went woke. Rationale, common sense, what benefits a generation from generation went out the window. Now, Charleston White, yeah. Unfortunately, he went left. He went left into the woke, angry, hateful black men sector. Okay. Instead of just being peaceful and just dealing with it. So what? It doesn't get you views, but it, you know, we're kind of responsible for the people who hear us. You know, especially Charleston White, since he comes from a criminal past, and you have to care about the people you influence. Because let's be honest here, we are influencers. Okay, we are influencers. You on here, you are an influencer. You have your own channel. You're talking. You are an influencer. And you have that power, and you're responsible with that power. With great power comes great responsibility. It sounds cliche, but it's actually true. We have great power over who listens to us, and we are responsible for what we kick out there into a person's mind and soul. Yeah, basically, that's what it is. You don't believe me. You have a lot. Look at the people who listen to Kevin Samuels and listen to Tommy Sotomayor, or listen to Derek Jackson. We even listen to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Okay. Or Minister Jab. These people, you know, sometimes quote their stuff like it's Bible. I'm not dissing these men, but I'm just showing you how we have influence as a social media influencer. This is what you are. Okay. And Charleston White going with this hateful rhetoric, he has to be he really is going to be responsible, because any of these black people who don't really have a sense of common sense or common sense is not common, could listen to him and think it's okay to go smack up Asians. And it's not. Just beating up with somebody just because they were born with a different skin color than you. What makes you different than a racist white man or the KKK? It doesn't make you any different. Okay? It doesn't. All right? Then when talking, Charleston, I wanted to say, when sometimes when Asians are, harassing black people in their stores, it is because there are times, that there are blacks who enter these stores that give other blacks a bad name. They go in there and they steal. They go into these beauty salons and they ask for to be serviced and don't want to pay, and then wonder why the Asians end up beating them up. Okay, it doesn't matter if they did a bad job. You still took the service. You still pay up. Okay. But as I was saying, China Mac has a point. And Charleston White really has to, chill with this, the way he's talking, because, you got a lot of these blacks, these ignorant blacks, going out here and harming Asians. And it's not only blacks; there are whites doing the same thing. It's just not reported. One time it was reported this white dude was shot up in the Asian salon, an Asian, massage parlor. Okay. But back to Charleston White, this man has to really chill out because he has a family. He has people that are behind him that need him. And he's putting them in danger with his foolishness. I've seen him talk before, how he's talking about Asian people. And the way he's talking about, I'm like, what makes you different than the Klan? And this foolishness, all for views, is going to cost people their lives. People are going to get hurt. People in his family may get hurt because of his foolishness. Because he's fanning the flames of this divide now between blacks and Asians. And I do blame Trump for this because he's coming up with this nonsense of Kung flu. He was coming up with the China virus. This is nonsense. And he knew and Trump was a person that he could do this because he know nobody's really going to check him. Everybody, all the MAGA supporters who was truly brain dead, they love it. Never mind the fact that it was fanning racism. Never mind the fact that, he was putting a spotlight on Asians like they were, all of them were in on it. They weren't. Okay? China's a communist country and their citizens are ruled over communism. And their government oppresses them. But, Trump isn't too bright to say that. But he wants to say all these things that will fan division. And I purposely think presidents are not elected but selected, and they are selected to do certain jobs, which, like Trump, was division. That's basically what he was, division. And now it's spilled over to black versus Chinese now. All right, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you think in the comments about this China Mac checking Charleston White. Let me know in the comments. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.